G'day out there in cyberspace. Many of you may know that a TV presenter, Lisa Wilkinson, complained of discrimination because she said that a male colleague which was being paid more than her was only getting paid more because he was a man. So she was already being paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, and then she got hired after complaining to Channel 10, where she's paid even more now, very much above the average income of most people in Australia and the entire fucking world. Right now, feminists, they talk a lot about the pay gap, and this is a conversation worth having. But one thing feminists don't talk about is the fact that 95% of all workplace deaths are male. So if Lisa Wilkinson was really concerned about gender equality in the workplace, perhaps she could die in the workplace in order to create that equality that seems to be lacking out there. See, the pay gap issue is misleading because it's not a pay gap. They make it sound like a man has the same job as a woman and the man is getting paid more. That is absolutely not true, and it's illegal in this country and has been for many decades. Okay? What it is a net income wealth disparity where the top highest earners are male and they're significantly higher earners. But we also look at a statistic that I saw on a feminist website that pointed out that 1 in 4 homeless people are women. And that's a problem. It was on a feminist website. And so perhaps it's the case that men are also the biggest losers in society, considering they're 3 out of every 4 homeless people. Maybe that's worth thinking about. Maybe some of the reasons why women don't become the top earners is because some of their priorities are different. Maybe they want to have kids, which affects the hours they can work. Maybe they have other interests in their career options. But that's not worth examining, because all it is the one explanation that the Marxists put forward, and that is everything is oppression, and modern feminism is based on Marxism. Okay, Marxism, the oppressed versus the oppressors, workers versus the bosses, and they put a gender and racial lens through that same dichotomy. Look, if you had to ask me to rate my feelings about Marxism, if you had to ask me to rate how I feel about Marxism out of 10, I would give it a 200 million dead out of 10. Here's the theory. Maybe Lisa Wilkinson is manipulating this pay gap myth in order for personal gain, and that maybe some of these victimhood narratives allows feminists to power trip based on claiming, well, I'm the victim here, I need special treatment because I'm oppressed and I'm victim, and I get to shame you because you're the oppressor. Maybe it's a sophisticated form of cry bullying that they're able to use. I don't know. Why would I dare think a human being might have malevolent motivations for personal gain? That only applies to the rich people. All the victim groups, they don't have evil, malevolent human motivations. No. I started to really think about this pay gap thing, and you know what I came to realize? I realized that there's a pay gap between me and other men, right? I don't know if you know, there's this guy called Bill Gates, right? And he's being paid billions more than me, all right? I am being discriminated against. This is sickening. We need to ring up the Human Rights Commission and complain about a human rights violation. I am being discriminated against. Bill Gates, shame on you. Shame on you. On the 12th of November, I'm doing a comedy debate, man versus feminist.